This is a true story. The reconstructions are based on an original air traffic control transcript. In 1998, off Canada's east coast, a modern passenger jet, run by one of the world's best airlines, catches fire at 33,000 feet.
Swissair 111, we are dumping fuel now, and we must land immediately.
In the final 6 minutes, communications from the cockpit cease.
It's burning already!
Then, the plane plummets into the ocean. "229 people are dead. What caused the fire is a mystery."
Many of the vessels reported to the Canadian Navy vessels standing by on scene that they were finding bodies and making repeated requests for more body bags and get the bodies that were...
Now, after one of the largest investigations in aviation history, the complete story behind the loss of Swissair Flight 111 can finally be told. It's a wake-up call for the entire airline industry to ensure that what happened aboard Swissair would never happen again. September 2nd, 1998. Swissair Flight 111 prepares to depart New York's JFK International Airport en route to Geneva, Switzerland. The aircraft is a McDonnell Douglas 11, or MD-11, a model first developed in 1986 as a highly automated, modern improvement on the antiquated DC-10. It is considered one of the most reliable large passenger jets in the skies, and Swissair pilots are among the world's best trained.
Okay, after start checklist.
Engine anti-ice. Not required. Roger, not required. Take off.
Swissair 111's pilots are Captain Urs Zimmerman and First Officer Stefan Lowe.
Swissair 111, hold short, 3-1 left.
Zimmerman encourages an easygoing atmosphere in the cockpit, but he is also known for his by-the-book precision. When not flying, he trains new pilots for Switzerland's national airline.
Flaps and slats. Flaps set, 15 degrees. Set at 15.
On board are 215 passengers, 12 crew, and the 2 pilots. Most passengers are French, American, or Swiss. Among them is 23-year-old Stephanie Shaw, on her way home to her parents in Geneva.
Stephanie was blessed in many ways. She was physically very attractive. She was an intelligent girl. The reason she went to New York was that she had been invited to become a member of the World Economic Forum, which is based in Geneva, and she wanted to have this trip before she joined. She was a darling, an absolute darling.
Swissair 111 Heavy, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff.
Roger, Swissair 111.
In the spirit of safety, the Swissair pilots push the throttles forward together, ensuring that no single pilot can botch a takeoff.
PR, V2.
Swissair Flight 111 symbol.
They evaluated the market and they thought that introducing a modern in-flight entertainment system combined with a gambling system so that passenger actually can use their credit card and gamble during long-range flights would make them more attractive.
This luxury would be the source of controversy to come. Less than 45 seconds after smoke disappeared in the cockpit of Swissair 111, it's back. Zimmerman follows Swissair procedure. He makes plans to divert the plane for the nearest place to land.
Find the closest place to land, Stefan.
We'll need the nav charts from the library, also weather data for the area. Boston's close.
It's not doing well at all up there.
Zimmerman radios air traffic control in Moncton, New Brunswick. Of an urgent situation, one step below declaring Mayday.
You say to Boston you want to go?
I guess Boston. We need first the weather there. We are starting right turn here, Swissair 111 Heavy.
Swissair 111, roger, and
descent to flight level 310.
310.
310, Swissair 111 Heavy.
This is the first interview with one of the air traffic controllers in Moncton.
My name is Bill Pickerel, and on September 2nd, 1998, I was one of two Halifax terminal controllers working the evening shift.
Filled with smoke. Likely fighting the fire and probably dead before impact.
The first officer was probably trying to find a place where he could put this big airplane. He just didn't have a lot going for him. He didn't have a lot of instrumentation left, and I'm sure he was looking for something, some indication that would give him an idea of where he could put the airplane down, maybe even ditch the airplane.
What is known is that the first officer was in his seat. Whether he was unconscious, conscious, maybe had severe degree burns on his skin, it's not known. We know the captain was not in his seat, so very likely he was trying to fight the fire. That the checklists were found molten together, the pages, indicates that they were used to fight a fire.
At 10:30, Lowe shut down engine 2. Investigators determined that he likely received a warning that the engine was on fire. Chillingly, it proved that Lowe was alive a minute before impact. They could not determine whether the passengers were aware of the fire, at least until the very final moments.
There were traces found of soot and smoke extending as much far to the...
We emphasize, again, the importance.
They also make changes to checklist procedure, reducing response time in a cockpit smoke emergency. But plagued with financial problems, the mighty airline shocks the industry when it goes bankrupt in October 2001. The flammable insulation that set Swissair ablaze remains in 2/3 of commercial airlines today, but not for very much longer.
The metallized polyethylene terephthalate material has been essentially banned from aircraft, and the criteria to certify that kind of material for use in airplanes has been worked on. It has not been put into law as yet, but we look forward to that being done, so the criteria is more stringent.
It's no part of my being here. Swissair ripped out of me any possibility of proximity to my daughter. I found a comfort in the awareness of the presence of the eternal ocean, the ocean which has been going